morning. Aaron here once again, and I am revisiting the session for my client, DJ Wishmaster. The song is I Choose You Die. So in the last video, kind of broke down the tracking process a little bit, showed you some of the overdubs.
This is a trip! The Twilight Zone! I say, subvert the system!
And this is just centered around an idea that I had that I wanted to present to him. I don't know if he's gonna go for it or not, but it came to me during tracking.
Subvert the system, subvert the system, subvert the system.
And I wanted to explore it, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it could give this section a little bit of a pop, but that's just me. We'll see what he says. But I'm gonna take you into the session right now. Okay, so here's the session, and as you can see, I got a bunch of vocal tracks lined up here. Some are spoken, some are sung, so why don't we just check it out real quick?
Subvert the system.
Right, so that's like a bunch of voices going on at once, and I don't know how he's gonna feel about it, but let's hear the original. So the line is subvert the system.
Subvert the system. Subvert the system.
So yeah, it's very, maniacal. Then we hear this guy.
Subvert the system.
Right, the little Phil Anselmo. So I'm probably going to double that. Need to do a little bit of editing. As you can see, a lot of those original vocals, they were kind of like, robotic and maniacal and kind of mechanical and all that sort of stuff. So let's check out what the cleans are doing.
Subvert the system.
Okay. We got a mid in here as well. So we got you.
Subvert the system.
So yeah, just a bunch of stuff going on, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as far as effects yet, but my idea was for all the vocals to kind of sound really, robotic and kind of pristine. There might be a little bit of tuning needed. And yeah, just kind of like a you're basically stuck on a spaceship and it's very robotic. Yeah, was that articulate enough? Ugh. More coffee. Anyway, let's get to the mix. So there were many more takes that I could have gone through, but rather than bore you with all that, I would just cut to the mix itself and show you some of the effects that I used. I wanted to make the idea as presentable as possible to get my client to see exactly where I was coming from with it. So I am using the presets found in the vocal toolbox. I just recently picked up that expansion for Easy Mix 2 from Toontrack, and I'm pretty pleased with the results. It was super fast to kind of, have the idea and then just kind of scroll through all the presets. I found something pretty quick that fit the idea that I had in my head. So yeah, you'll hear what it sounds like in a second. So for anybody out there who has headphones, now would be a good time to put them in, just to give you the full effect on everything.
Subvert the system. 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 Subvert the system.
On each track, I'm using both an Easy Mix 2 vocal de-esser with settings at 80%, as well as the Easy Mix 2 close vocals preset from the brand new Vocal Toolbox expansion from Toontrack.
Subvert the system. 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 Subvert the system.
On the master bus, I've got another Easy Mix 2 plugin with a preset selected from the vocal toolbox entitled Background Vocals, along with the Master Limiter Stereo Enhancer, a stock preset from Easy Mix 2.
Subvert the system. 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 Subvert the system.
Okay, so basically, the reason why I'm doing this all right now is just because I'm learning a new skill. I'm working on learning a new skill with video editing and, audio and all that sort of stuff. And I don't feel like watching a YouTube tutorial about it. I just kind of want to do it myself. And I figured I would just show all of you and use, part of what I do professionally as a subject to kind of help me build on that skill. So that's basically it. By the way, like I said, this session is for a client of mine, and just to anybody out there who's interested in my services, be it session vocals, guitar, mixing, producing, mastering, etc. Feel free to shoot me an email at the address below for rates and availability, and I will get back to you soon. Thanks.